Exactly.
live?
Well, welcome everybody to the Six Decades Variety Show.
Hello.
Hello, hello,
I'm
hello.
Lorenzo Sleestack. Well, as you can
Hello,
probably
my.
tell.
Yeah.
And we're joined by Daniel Vega from the Tech Corner,
How's it going?
and we're joined by the Orc War Chief.
Hello, my green skins. Hello, hello.
Orc War Chief reviews. Is there a name that you go by? Oh, and they're stupendous as well.
Hello. How's everybody doing?
I'm
Good.
doing fantastic.
Excellent. It's a day of forgiveness, Lorenzo. A day of forgiveness.
That's awesome.
And
Yes,
what are you
Oh,
forgiving, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, it's a new year. There were some people that have did me wrong in the past. And there's
Yeah.
just so full of anger and hatred right now that it's just time to forgive them, and maybe they
Yeah.
can move on, right, Lorenzo?
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
agree.
I've even been wishing people I don't agree with. I've been wishing them a happy new year.
Yeah, it's time to turn the other cheek. Try to start a brand new, fresh year, Lorenzo. You know, it's like when you have a messy breakup with a girl, Lorenzo, and then you go out and you see that girl with another guy at your favorite restaurant, and it gets you all swelled up with anger. That all
Yeah, that certainly does seem that way for some people.
yes,
It's like they feel like it seems like they're jilted lovers,
yes, and instead of that
ex-lovers. I
restaurant,
mean,
yes, and instead of that restaurant, you see the girl with the new guy in, it's a stream or it's on Twitter,
yeah,
and it just fills you up with so much anger, you just don't know what to do, and you have to lash out, Lorenzo, and that's what these
yeah,
people
that's
or this
unfortunate.
person is doing, and I just want to say I forgive you. I know you're hurting. I know when you see me go out on streams with other people, it makes you so angry, and I just want to say I forgive you. It's okay to be angry. It's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I know that
I,
some people
I,
are
I,
angry
I
that you and I met up in person. I also met Kevin. I
Oh my
was
God, Lorenzo, they were so angry when they knew that I was gonna meet you, and I left them
that was so weird too.
so angry,
Yeah, how
Lorenzo.
dare we go to a comic book shop?
But we have to forgive them, because that's the
Yeah, I
only way
forgive
that
them.
they,
I'm
yes, that's the only way they can handle the
yeah. I
stress
think
that's going on in their home
I
life.
think it's just kind of it's just so silly that it's you just have to
Yes.
forgive them.
You have to forgive. They have too much stress going on in their home life, and they have no control in real life, so they have to control everything in their internet life. It's just sad. So I forgive them. I forgive you. Yes. Do you forgive
uh,
Lorenzo?
Yes, I forgive. I even there was an individual ended up in the hospital. I even said a prayer, a non-judgmental prayer, just asking God to bless him.
Yes.
Because that's not not because I necessarily like that individual, but because it seemed like the right thing to do.
It is the right thing to do, Lorenzo. And today, was even a bigger day of forgiveness as well, because that person, he lashed out. He did another lie. And my best friend, John Della Rose, he called that person out on that lie and made him,
Really?
yes, and made him
Well,
look like a fool. And I just want to say, it's okay, John. I forgive this person because he does not know what he does. It's like
yeah,
that old
that
Bible.
was Jesus on the cross.
Exactly.
Forgive
Forgive
them,
them
Father.
because they do
Yeah.
not know what they do. And that's, I just want to say, John's a stand-up guy for doing that. But I just want to say,
Well, the other guy can't stand up, so it's not really fair.
oh, oh, Lorenzo.
Yeah, he doesn't have a leg to stand on.
Yeah. But
Wow.
yeah, I'm gonna be. Yep, my good friend John. He stood up for me. He's like, that wasn't Stu.
Well, that's I'm really proud of John for doing the right thing.
Yes, and everybody, please go sign up for Desu Vault. That's coming soon. John and the Quap's new book. It's gonna be great.
The
What?
Quap. So they're working. Oh, they're working together. That's interesting.
Yes, they are working together. It's going to be a great book. It's about a little anime girl that travels to the world of Deus Vault. It's going to be great.
I know there was one where they were converting cat girls to Christianity.
Oh, furries.
yeah. That was John's furry book.
Yes. Oh my God. Tech Corner and Mr. Orkwart Chief reviews. I'm sorry that I overtook the stream, but I just had to get out this forgiveness because a weight has been lifted.
Yeah,
off my
it
shoulders.
really does. You don't want to go around like all like butt hurt and just have it all bottled up and then,
Yes, because
that
your
just
hair
that just
falls out,
causes.
you lose your teeth.
I mean, could you imagine like that sort of thing could spill into someone's real life while they're just like, and just like occupy their. It's just like it does seem to be occupying some people's like every waking moment, and it's really silly.
Yeah.
It should be about comics and movies, gaming, whatever sort of hobby somebody's into.
The anger starts welling up.
Maybe Notre Dame, if that's what they're into, the
anger just
sports.
wells up. It just wells up in you.
Andy. Forgiveness? Fuck that. Burn them to the ground. Let them all die. God will put it out there. Fuck them all. Hey, guys.
Hey, how you doing? I don't know if you've met Andy before, Stu.
Yeah, we've
Andy.
met. You know me.
I know Andy.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Andy, it's time to forgive these people. They went in the hospital. They're full of stress. They're losing their hair. They're losing their teeth. It's time to just forgive. What?
Who are we talking about?
Oh, testify.
I have no idea what he's talking about, so I'm just.
There's a Berserk Mutts. Well, welcome to the chat. This is a tolerant group. We welcome humans, but it's also good to see some non-humans like orcs and ducks.
Kill them all.
And even dogs.
Lorenzo, I don't know if you saw the stream that Testify did today with Nasser. He invited
No,
Nasser
I heard he was going to do that with that.
Yep. So I was in the chat all day, because I was at work. I was sitting at my desk, and I was in the chat saying, I'm sorry, Randy. I forgive you. I know what's going on. I know you have stress in your home life. So I just want to say I don't want to give you any more stress. So I forgive you. And he got so mad again. I'm like, why are you getting mad? I forgive you. I know you did wrong.
Yeah.
I know you lied. And you apologized to me.
Yeah.
He apologized, Lorenzo. And then after today, after John called him out, he apologized again. He said, sorry. I'm like, well, yes, I forgive you again. But
he actually said sorry?
He said sorry, and then he rambled on, to try to justify his lie.
Well, that's actually a step in the right direction.
It is, Lorenzo. He is
because he admitted he was wrong.
Yes, he
admits
it.
It's so very wrong he's been.
You know what's funny? That word, a lie, has been used so much, it means nothing. Saying hello, that's a lie. You just think I'm a liar now.
But I forgive him. I forgive him. But he got so mad that he deleted me from the chat. He thought it was a fake account. I had a message. I had to go and message Nasser and tell him, yes, that's really me. I forgive him. That was me.
Jack
I am full of
forgiveness. Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, well, he's asleep right now. Yeah.
Nah.
So yeah, I said it's me. It's a new year. I have my what are those New Year's resolutions they call it? It's a resolution, Lorenzo.
Yeah.
Viva la
The
resolution.
resolution will be televised, apparently,
Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck
or at least on YouTube, or at least it'll be
Hell,
streamed.
revolutions.
Fail the resolution.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yes.
Oh, hey, my sketchbook, 340.
Hello.
Good to see you.
I've seen you before. Boy, have I.
Yes. Forgiveness is what 2022 is all about. I forgive people with their late books, Lorenzo. I forgive people spreading lies on the interwebs.
Yeah.
I forgive everyone, Lorenzo. My heart is big and it's full of forgiveness.
Hold on, I'm gonna look up Conan's model.
That's fantastic. And by the way, if you like the stream, please help get the word out.
That I'm forgiving.
Yeah.
Help get the word out. Anybody that has done me wrongs in the past on streams or in the interwebs, I forgive you because we don't need any more stress. We need to be one. This is a consumer movement. Us as consumers need to forgive the creators that take our money and don't deliver. We need to forgive them, Lorenzo.
Yeah. That's, and in fact, shame on us for bringing it up.
Shame! Shame!
How dare we? That's very un-CG of us.
How dare we as customers not forgive the people that are taking our money? I forgive each one of them. I forgive the lies. I forgive the grifts. I forgive all the deceits. I am just full of forgiveness and gratefulness. I am grateful.
Hey, welcome,
that
George.
I'm here. George, I forgive you.
No, I don't forgive you. I don't forgive any of you.
George, forgive.
Good man. Good man.
Especially you. I don't forgive you.
Oh, forgive, not forget, George, but forgive, not forget.
I'm not going to forgive any one of you. I'm
Why?
going to deliver Joking Book 3 with a Ziploc bag and air inside it.
Well,
We
I
got
forgive you,
Shinobi One in the chat, and we
I'll
got
pass it.
Greg
Yes,
Yo,
George,
yo,
I forgive you.
from
My next campaign.
Big Bird Show.
My next campaign, you'll be able to buy the book, but if you want the super extra special edition book
Rusty.
that has a Ziploc bag with air inside it, it's going to be like 4 times the price.
Oh,
Yep.
I forgive you. For that,
well,
George.
why not have it a very, very special price where it's just the bag with air in it?
Oh, come on!
That's triple
What? I'd be taking money away from the customers. What do you think I am? A shyster? Gosh!
Well, don't put air in it. Put a fucking piece of poo in it, and it's well worth it.
Yeah,
No,
a variant
no.
edition.
Well, no. If you're gonna do that, you have to write like
You
Britney
can't.
Spears.
You know the paperwork you have to put out for, when you put stuff like that in the mail. Forget about it.
Yeah, it's actually quite expensive. He is right.
Yes, variants though, George. Think about variants. You can have different types of air. You can have canned air. You can shoot in.
No. Just air. Just air.
Just air.
Yeah.
You could have fart air.
No. You don't want to do that
bad
because
breath air.
You'll
I-
run out of gas right away.
Yeah, I'm part air adjacent over here, so. No, I hope not.
Well, the whole concept is because I'm heir apparent.
Oh,
Ah!
George is the
You're
heir
the
to the
heir
throne
apparent.
of the Comicsgate Kings, aren't you, George? You're the heir to the throne.
Okay,
Just call me Nick Rhetorical. Rhetorical law.
There you go.
Oh, I forgive you, George.
If anyone wants to send any imaginary super chats, I mean, there's no money involved with the channel. It's not monetized, but go right ahead. And you can just put the fake dollar amount or whatever Monopoly money you want to use and mix your regular chat.
I got a joke. What's Saudi Arabia's highest rated sitcom?
What?
I Bought Your Mother.
What's its second highest one? I Bought Your Sister.
No! I forgive you for that joke.
That joke isn't fit for a dog. Not sure which one. I don't think any of these are, probably.
Well, I accidentally dialed the suicide line in Saudi Arabia. The first question they asked me is if I knew how to fly a plane.
Oh!
Oh, hey.
Okay, that one was
I
kind of
forgive
funny.
you.
Okay, that one was dark, but we'll go with it.
The second question they ask you is, do you like wearing vests?
Oh, no.
How do you like your version?
So, considering the fact it's a year of forgiveness,
Yeah.
Yes.
do we have forgiveness and great praise to a lot to be thankful for?
No,
Is that what you're saying? Do we have the thankful forness?
no.
The fact that Ultraman
It is not
has
November,
basically-
sir. It is not November. We don't have to be thankful until we get the turkey dinners again.
Well,
So it's
I
just
want to be
time to
thankful.
forgive.
Then you can forgive me for being thankful, because I want to be
Yes.
thankful for the CAO and creator of Ultraman outright saying, to Tsubaka Productions, CAO vows to grow Ultraman fan base without making changes for a Western audience. In order to complete
Nice.
the world
Yeah.
stage,
That's
we
pretty
need
cool.
to
I
make
forgive
use
you
of
for that.
Japan's identity. And
Yes.
I am praising this. This to me, I've watched Ultraman, Kamen Rider, all the classics since you can get your hands on them. And the fact that they have said outright, no, we're going to let you buy, the consumer buy, the actual product. No guff, no shuck, and keep it fucking original. I am amen to that.
What's all that noise?
Amen.
Yeah, somebody flushing the toilet?
That's Reckless Trucker.
You guys hear me at all?
Reckless Trucker.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mute.
we can.
Yeah, you got a little
Mute.
lot of background noise going on though.
Mute the
Are
mic.
you actually driving a truck?
Yes.
You got a lot of background
Why
noise.
I'm reckless.
You're quite recklessly
He's a
driving a
trucker.
truck.
Okay, mute your mic.
He can. He's driving,
I'm
George.
sorry. I blame Lorenzo.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgive you.
But I forgive you.
Hey,
Yeah.
you know, today's a
You know
great
how
day.
easy it is?
Screw that.
Today is a great day, guys. I gotta tell you, it's a great day.
Before you-
Great day for what?
Yeah, I made my first money as a programmer.
Oh,
Really? What'd you
congratulations.
program?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I sold my laptop.
Ah,
Really?
What?
Look at how happy we are. We forgave everybody, and we're all laughing and joking and having a good old time.
yeah. Although we can't forgive Amazon. Never
No.
forget. No.
Lorenzo,
Never
I forgot-
forgive.
I
George?
forgot to tell you, I caught you on Hero Shack stream last
Oh,
night.
yeah.
Oh my god, that was hilarious.
I was
That
told
was-
that I did a poor job and because I was interrupting people.
Oh, I forgive you for that.
Well, thanks.
But anyway, Lorenzo,
It wasn't
that
Chris
was
who said that,
great.
but
It was great seeing two autistic people go after a poor prime gentleman that couldn't defend himself. You know,
yeah.
Lorenzo, you have to forgive him. He took the guts to come on that stream and face the music and
Yeah.
state his case to you guys, and you just have to forgive him for that.
Yeah.
Hey, is this better, guys?
No,
Yeah, that's much better.
no, it's not.
Yeah, or much worse. I don't know. You're right,
Oh.
it isn't better.
Damn it! I played Hero Shack for this one.
I'm half deaf and it's really loud to me.
Oh, yeah. We got a couple of panelists who are
Yeah, I'm half deaf in that.
who are half deaf.
Yeah,
You know,
that was actually loud to me, so I hate to hear what
yeah.
it
We
was.
got like two panelists who only hear in one ear, and I don't hear it either.
My sketchbook 340 says, "Who is talking? It sounds like Soy Rage." Well, Soy Rage is took the night off, Mister My Sketchbook 340. He's spending time with his family. I'm here to forgive. There you go. Andy's playing. Andy will be playing the part of Soy Rage tonight. Yes.
And if you guys like this,
Okay.
share out the link. Let people know what's going on because I don't know what's going on myself.
Yeah, I think we
Time
kind
to
of
forgive, Lorenzo.
I think we kind of lost the script like 5 minutes ago. Dude.
Hey, that's better than anything else.
Mutual
You know what's going on.
What's going on? What is this? It's like,
Oh,
My-
and Jack
my
here
life's
it
like
is.
a roller
Is somebody
coaster
using a
ride.
urinal?
Oh yes.
Okay,
Jack
like,
Torrance.
this isn't better. Okay.
That's actually a little better. I still hear like a little glitch, but it's not like it was earlier when it sounded like you were being flushed down a toilet.
Well, I am a toilet,
Jack
so you know
Torrance in
that's
the
one
chat.
thing.
What,
all
what
good.
the fuck is going on?
Oh God, Lorenzo. Jack Torrance is wishing everybody a happy January 6th. Happy.
Oh,
Was
where'd
election
George
day
go?
to you too, Jack?
Happy worse than 9/11.
Oh, he had to.
These idiots.
Yes, George had to forgive. Yes, he left. Oh,
Hey, wait, what?
No,
what?
I don't know.
I just-
Trash Compactor 2.0.
no.
No, this is
That shows DED. But I forgive it.
What? Back to 2.0. What are we back in?
I don't know. It was some sort of you know.
Hey, I'm a little bit late here.
I forgive
so
it.
Whose channel are we on and what's going on?
Who's this?
Oh, we're just having a good time, right, Lorenzo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Lorenzo, how you been?
Good. How you been doing?
I finally
What the fuck?
Oh no! I think
on my comic.
Reckless Trucker, do you read comic books?
Whoa! That was trippy.
I want to know your take
What
on
happened?
Gay Superman.
I don't know what. I was
No, I
hearing
think gay
more
Superman
background
is really gay.
Oh, yes.
It's like it's just so bizarre. I have no idea what.
Oh,
Hey, welcome,
Timmy.
Tama, Tama,
Timmy. Timmy, I
Tama.
forgive you.
Timmy!
What do you forgive me for? What did I do?
Oh, for your book not being late, I forgive it.
Yeah, I
Oh,
forgive you for delivering your books on time.
oh,
How very
dare you have
comic
standards?
of you.
I know, right?
Yeah, that must be anti-comic skate to
Damn me.
actually deliver a book on time.
Timmy.
I mean, it's like the worst thing I could do is just if I screw up, just offer a refund.
No,
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's blasphemy.
No. That's like no. You never do that. That's like Lindsay Ellis not closing her Patreon. You know, she's got to keep that open, even though she's like off the internet.
No refunds.
That's worse
I
than
vote BS on Lindsay Ellis.
that's worse than like
She's gonna
murdering
come back
a kitten. You know,
Yes.
Can I
actually,
say something?
to actually offer a refund to your customers when, for whatever reason,
Kind of
Okay.
sounds like
fulfill
kind of,
your campaign.
So someone wanted to say
You're supposed to
someone
just
wanted
like
to say
spend your
something.
money on like whatever Critty spent his money on. Allegedly.
that kind of sounds like a prostitute. You know, no, they don't give refunds.
There you go.
Hey, look,
That would be something, you know, you're in a state where that's legal. I would like a refund.
Well,
hey,
first of
obviously they don't give refunds if you don't knock them out.
Oh, it's like a leper to a prostitute. He says she can keep the tip.
Oh.
Okay, that was
Is that what happens if somebody like they convert to a religion that requires circumcision? Like
Oh yes, the rabbi.
like Judaism or Islam or whatever. I get friends who are Jewish and Muslim. But now some of my best friends are humans.
Hey, what was that Bible story where the Israelites used circumcision to kick the other tribe's ass? I always loved that one. That was hilarious.
Yes, let my people go.
No, not that one.
The Israelites.
No. Some other tribe dude was caught banging their tribe lady. Not have a war. They made the other tribe do a sacrifice of circumcision, and then like 2 days later, while they're all walking around with sore dicks, they came in and killed them.
Oh yeah, that's a Bible story. Yeah.
And then they salted. Is that the one where they salted the land afterwards and all that shit?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgive them.
I forgive them too. I'm having a hard time keeping up with the chat.
Oh, Batman.
It's not even that many people in the chat.
So,
I guess they'll have to forgive me for this.
I forgive you, all right. We forgive. Lorenzo, this is what happens when you forgive. You have all this great fun, a weight gets lifted. You don't have to go around fighting with people anymore. You just say, I accept your apology.
Yeah.
I forgive you. And they don't know what to do then.
You just go on and you live your life.
Yeah.
I've come across a similar thing recently with politics on Twitter. I've just decided I'm not going to argue with people I disagree with. Screw them.
Well, I forgive you for that.
Yes.
No, it's actually a good thing, though.
Yes.
I don't know. The only thing I use Twitter
I'm going
for
to
is to
crush
basically.
my enemies, see them driven before me, and hear the lamination of their women.
Well, please forgive Andy for saying that.
That's my
Please
motto
forgive
now.
him.
I didn't know you could laminate women.
Yeah,
The lemonade.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna.
Oh, you
Well,
can send it
yeah.
from premium account, man.
Hey, a dog.
Toxic surgery is.
Yeah. Hey. The white dog in Dilbert does it.
Yeah.
Well, here's a good thing. If you don't like how a creator does business, don't back them. And that's actually
End of story.
my policy as well.
Yep.
Yeah. If you don't like their project, don't back it. If you don't like the way they do business, don't back it. But if you do back it and something goes wrong, and you get your refunds, it's all good. But if you don't get a refunds, then you can start screaming to the high heavens. But you got to forgive them because they do not know what they do, Lorenzo. They're trying. They're trying, Lorenzo. You could be like a Critias, and just take the money and run, couldn't you?
Yeah, so that's the thing is
Take the money and run.
That's the thing is there's so many cases where I didn't get my money back that it's good there are people who are offering refunds, even if the explanation is one that I'm unable to verify.
Yeah. What are you going to go around? You going to go around living your life as a colossal failure? Or are you going to just be above that? Are you going to be able to forgive somebody,
That makes me want to
I am
buy a person's book in the future, though. If they refund me, and then maybe they are able to go and whatever the problem going on is passive, and they're able to relaunch their book, I'll actually back that person.
Exactly, because they went through the ringer, They understood what it took. And though they couldn't do it at first, they know what they have to do now, right, Lorenzo?
You know what was really funny? Is all those people made it sound like they were acting like it was their project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why they're so mad right now, because it failed. And they all thought that they had the next best thing, but hey, what you do, you pick yourself up, you dust yourself off, and you try again. Right, Lorenzo?
Yeah, well, what I think is weird is they're like, how dare he cancel the project? And oh, by the way, he was going to go and change the project so that it had a bunch of like weird politics in there. And well, if that was really the case, then wouldn't that be good that he canceled the project? I don't think it was the case that he was going to put a bunch of weird politics in there because
Yeah.
it was something.
Honestly, it was his book. He wrote it. He should be able to make whatever he wants. If you
Well,
like
they
it,
were
cool. If
claiming
you
it was a
don't,
bait and switch, and I don't.
I got a question for y'all.
Go ahead.
What?
If you guys don't mind, I've decided, look, I'm just really going to say much of the late conversation.
I can barely hear you, so
Yeah, I don't know what he's saying.
you don't say much.
Okay, no, I'll speak up a bit more. I've decided I'm not going to say much other than enlightened conversation about it, deservedly, until I actually have a finished product. And
Well, there you
I
go.
mainly, well, I'm like a year behind what I thought I would be.
Yeah.
But what I've noticed with a lot of people is that the process of making it is part of the advertising. And I'm wondering.
I can't hear a damn word you're saying, unfortunately.
Yes.
It's sounding like Max
A
Headroom.
lot of better.
No.
we're hearing
You're just echoing.
Yes.
Oh, man, I can't hear you. And
But I forgive you.
We forgive you.
In my ear.
All right, mute him, Lorenzo. We forgive him.
I'll mute.
There we go.
There
All
we
right.
go. Thank you.
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, that was.
My
So-
advice for the creators out there, distance yourself from the weirdos, the crazies on the internet. Distance yourself from them, and maybe people.
But I
will
wouldn't
listen
have
to you
a show
anyway.
then.
Oh,
Yeah, no, don't distance yourself
can't
from
get
the
away from
crazies.
people though too.
Yeah,
Well,
like
they could be your customers, but they shouldn't be telling you how to run your book.
Oh well, you shouldn't have people telling you how to do business. That's kind of goofy, and not only is it's bad.
Yeah, like, look, I'm not going to sit here and tell Andy how he should live his life, how getting all those tattoos on his hand is a questionable life choice of his. He can't
but
get a
since you
job.
brought it up.
there you go. That says it all right there.
He can't
He's
get a
giving you
job
his
in a
answer.
bank. He can't get a job in a supermarket where he has to grab people's groceries and scan them because they're going to see that on his hands. I'm not going to be the one to tell Andy he shouldn't be doing that because
No,
that's Andy's
you're not
life.
going to be the one to tell him all that.
But I forgive him for doing that, for destroying his body because it's a temple.
Quit being a fucko.
That's exactly what my mom yelled at me at my first tattoo. Very bad about it.
I forgive you, Andy, for inking up your body like that.
Oh, come on, sometimes tattoos are cool. Go.
Yeah.
I have two.
Well, I forgive you, Stu.
That's a black tattoo. I love the Jets black.
I have no idea what you're saying. I'm so sorry, but I forgive you.
Yes,
So,
we
a
forgive
question on everybody: should we forgive the idea of making a continuation to the series Boondocks?
Oh,
I forgive you for that suggestion.
As well as everyone's thought on the fact that the Boondocks might have a continuation.
Why?
What the hell's the boombox?
I never
It's-
watched it to begin with.
It's a
No, they're going to ruin it.
well,
There's
the
Boondocks.
creator. It's the original creator, so I'm a little.
And then there's Boondock
Maybe.
Saints.
Well, the Boondocks
The
is
original creator
the.
did Resurrection, so
We've heard some stuff about it and the fact that we might be seeing a continuation. Now the question is, are we going to get, like the original show, which was a lot of elements of all this different stuff, and the original Boondocks takes place in there's an Uncle Ruckus, and these this kids that are living with their grandfather. And basically, they live with him, and one of them's like this rebel type of, total protester and stuff like that. The other one wants to be a gangster.
Specifically, he's a Malcolm X style, not like the local one. He's a Malcolm X.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoa, there's a lot of ear rape going on there.
Well, no, what he said was right.
I think you may want to give it up for today because
we got a couple of panelists who are half deaf, and I don't want to be fully deaf.
Yeah, we don't want to be completely deaf, man.
Yeah,
and I have screwy audio a lot, and that's just driving me fucking nuts.
That's hurting mine.
Yeah, Daniel's both Daniel and Andy are half deaf, so
yeah, you don't want to piss Andy off.
They're trying to preserve what's left of their hearing.
I mean, look at Andy's tattoos. You don't want to piss him off.
Yeah.
So.
What?
So the person who was in recently, didn't catch the name. He was right. It is actually a Malcolm X. Like, he's also this hardcore martial artist, and they basically live in this suburban rich part. So it's basically these guys living next to this family, a mixed race family, and they live in this super rich area. And they're basically their story, and kind of all the craziness they get up to, and they get to some real crazy shit. And it gets real. There's some real fun stuff in it, and it's a good show. If you ever get a chance to watch it, it was on Adult Swim back in the day.
Are you talking about the Boondocks or Boondock Saints?
Boondocks. The Boondock Saints.
I've seen it.
The Boondock Saints is the weirdest goddamn fucking thing you'll ever goddamn see.
It's a great show, and it's kind of politically incorrect.
I love that movie.
They were on a mission from God, except it was from the Saint.
The Boondocks
is
the Boondock Saints
and the comic. So
they weren't on a mission from God. They just wanted to kill people. They named an excuse, and God was the best one they could find.
Well, I forgive them for that.
Don't take that away from the story. That's what made it awesome. God put him on a mission to kick some ass.
Yeah, and then someone decided to put Willem Dafoe in a dress, if I remember correctly.
That was the greatest part in the movie. I'm sorry. It was.
Yeah, well, that's what everyone says about Tango and Cash, too.
Oh, by the way, Risey has a link, and I hope he forgives me.
All right, yeah.
I hope everybody forgives me if Risey comes on it.
Well,
Risey's colorful words, but he's welcome on here.
Yeah, everybody's welcome. Everybody's forgiven. Everybody's welcome. This is a place where we can all hang out and be cool. Lorenzo. Yes.
Yeah, as long as there's no ear rape involved.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my God, Lorenzo. So let me do some shilling, if I may, before I leave for this wonderful panel for the evening. Everybody, please go to soyrage.com and you can back Creepsters, available now on Indiegogo. We have the beautiful little Chomper plush toy. We have glow-in-the-dark wristbands. We have pins. We have trading cards. We have all sorts of little trinkets and novelties to go along with your book.
Wait, did you say you have some glowies?
Trinkets and novelties. Yes.
You said something about glow in the dark?
Glow-in-the-dark wristbands.
Oh, okay. I thought it was something else.
Yes, I will send you one, Lorenzo.
I think Andy's saying, oh.
He's saying 4.
Yeah, he's orgasmic. He's so excited about the glow in the dark wristband.
Hey! Let's go, Biden. Is that what's going on now? Or let's go, Brandon? Is that what was happening?
No politics, dude. Come on.
Oh, yeah. I'm joking. Okay,
and everybody, please go check out
no politics except for all the other politics we've already mentioned.
Yes, my good friend John De La Rose is coming out of Desu Vault.
We can
Lorenzo.
Yeah.
Desu Vault is launching this month, so everybody, please check that out. The pre-sign up page for that. For my good friend John.
That's a book where JDA is converting cat girls to Jesus.
Yes, and the Quaff is in it. My good best friend, the Quaff.
So wait, how's the Quaff involved?
Oh, he's drawing the little anime girl that gets transported into the world of
Wait,
fantasy.
is this part
No.
2, or is he like
No,
remastering it already?
Quab is drawing the parody of the book, if I remember correctly.
The anime
Oh,
girl. 22 pages of glorious content.
the glorious, there are glorious holes in there.
Glorious holes. Yes. So yes,
Oh,
Desu
Lord.
Vault launches this month, and also if you go, Robo Chode is another book
Oh
that will be launching
yeah,
soon.
Finatra's book. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It happens to look a lot like the cover of another book. Well, looks a lot like JDA's book.
Yeah, it's
It
gonna
was
be super
Robotoad book,
CG
which would look
certified.
a lot like the Cyberfrog book.
Yes, super CG certified. That's what we're calling
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Super CG. We're taking it up a notch in 2022, Lorenzo. It's a year for forgiveness. It's a
Yeah.
year for love. It's a year to step it up because no more late books. Yeah.
The late book thing has gotten kind of old, and I think I think we're at a real turning point where, as when it comes to we could have like late books and eventually have no backers, or we could have books that actually where at least the creator makes an effort to deliver on time. Maybe if they're maybe a couple months late and there's a legitimate reason, well, that's okay.
Or they wait for me to finish Melvin 2 and realize, oh, he finished the book before he launched the campaign.
Yeah, that's
no way that book can be late.
Yeah, that's almost blasphemous.
Yes. And then also, you can go into the comic book stores right now for my very bestest friend, Larry Niobe, from Larry Higgins from Niobe Comics. He has Niobe in stores right now, Lorenzo. Can you believe
How is
it?
that even possible?
How is it even possible?
Inconceivable.
Somebody from our community is in a comic book store.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Yeah, I
Exciting
didn't
Comics number 17 available now, folks. Get it at your comics book store. Yes.
Hey, Rick.
Yes. All right.
The books whose late
And of course,
over from
coming
2021.
soon, Canadian Shield number 2, I believe.
Yes. And then the biggest
Rick
news of
Piper.
2022, Lorenzo. Liam Gray is coming back to CG. This is going to be glorious. Everybody welcome Liam back. Get him to unblock you. Tell him if you can find a way to say Mr. Gray. Unblock us.
I forgive him for blocking me. I just wish he would unblock me.
Yes, we are ready to forgive you. This is a place for healing. If I can forgive Testify, I can forgive Liam. So please, Liam, come on back to us. We are ready for everything that you can give us in 2022. We are ready to promote you.
And he's given us a lot of enjoyment too.
Yes, he has.
And just maybe Testify will forgive all the Who's down in Whoville.
Yes, and his heart will grow 10 times that day.
That would be cool.
That's like ours. So I just want to say, Lorenzo, I forgive you for letting me on the show tonight. I forgive
you for coming on the panel.
I forgive the chat for listening to me.
Oh, hey, Ricey, good to see you.
Ricey!
I forgive you for forgiving people.
Oh.
I forgive you for forgiving us for forgiving.
Ricey, I forgive you.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes!
It's good to have you back, brother.
You talking to me or Stu?
You, Ninja!
Oh, yeah, no, good. I would have been here earlier. I just was making a coffee before I come on.
Oh, I forgive you.
Yeah, he's over, Ricey.
That's our theme for today is forgive. Today, tonight, wait,
Ricey, sober?
Daytime where you're at, is it?
Yeah, he's drinking
Well,
coffee.
yeah, no, it's not even 10 o'clock yet. It'd be a bad thing if I was drunk already.
I forgive you for not being drunk.
That doesn't stop me.
10 a.m.
We forgive you, Ricey, for not being a lush.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mind you, I have been drunk plenty of times at 9 in the morning because that's just when I haven't gone to bed and I've been drinking all night.
Well, I can imagine.
That can happen.
I remember those days.
Yeah, that could happen to the best of us.
Yeah, it's fucking. Can't do it much more anymore. I'm getting too old. It's taking days to recover.
And I want to
Yeah.
forgive Cross Comics for turning his camera on last night. Cross, I forgive you for that. You know, our eyes had to see what you look like.
Were you horrified?
No, he is a beautiful man.
Yeah,
don't
he's
lie,
his
Wayne.
hair's growing back quite fast. And I forgive him for that.
I know.
I'm not sure
You
where
know,
he is.
Yes, those burn treatments are doing well for him. Let me.
Oh, we're
tell
not
you.
talking about cross comics.
damn.
Not, I was thinking of
Hey, Rick.
Chris from,
Sorry, I just looked at the chat.
Oh, go ahead.
So I was just saying hi to Rick and my sketchbook.
Nice. So many good people in your chat. You know, we forgive them for coming here and spending the time with us on this wonderful Thursday night. You know, they could be.
Hey, we
watching-
forgive you guys for doing
we
so.
forgive you. Yeah. Oh man, it just feels so good to forgive. It feels so good.
And if you want to, if you'd like to help spread the word, please share out the link and press the like. And if you know, and we'll forgive you for that. Or if you press the dislike, we'll forgive that as well.
Yes. Okay.
I can't believe they took away the dislike number button, man. That upsets me.
Yeah, but I forgive them.
Yeah,
I don't forgive that. That's bullshit. I used to love my dislikes. Now I don't get to see it. Like, just because it upsets some people's fees, you know, some of us pride it out.
Yeah,
you know
the
what?
funniest part was
Let's-
seeing all the dislikes.
let's-
on my
let's-
channel.
How many
Let's be
videos where the
honest.
dislikes outstrip the likes, anyways?
Yeah.
And
Let's
my
be
second-
honest.
Those are the best
80 to
videos.
95%, likes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And my
Those are the
sketchbook
funniest videos
340.
often, the ones where everybody's racial.
Well, let's be perfectly honest. The only people that wanted those dislikes removed were the ones that were big business. That, oh, something sucks. Well, I'm going to go on YouTube and put that negative on that.
Yeah,
that,
those were the
video.
best videos too. They were hilarious.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was like,
They're just hilariously bad, but that's how you can find out, which bad videos to watch.
Yes. Now,
Yeah.
Rebecca Black has millions of likes now. That must be the best video in the whole entire world.
well, people have found a new way to do it. They write down the word dislike on their on the comment, and then everyone likes the dislike.
But people can go in and delete their own comments. I mean, the creators of the channel, the owners, they can go and delete
Yeah,
their comments.
unfortunately.
Yeah, but then
Yeah,
you
I
get
was going to
50
say,
of
and then
those pop up.
YouTube will just they'll censor the word dislike.
Yeah, they
They'll
probably
do that
will.
next.
Yeah, they probably would.
Yes. And my
But I
sketchbook,
forgive them.
I will tell Soy Rage that you forgive him for not being here. I'm
Wait,
sorry.
I have an idea.
What?
Instead of dislike, they just put "I don't care for this."
Oh,
Yeah, there
there
you go.
Good
Well, that's
idea.
even worse.
Problem solved.
Better yet, I
That's
want to
even
see this
worse.
fucker burn.
And then
Yes.
they're gonna ban the phrase.
Yes. All right, Lorenzo, I got to get going. I got to get going to bed. I got to wake up at 4 in the morning.
Well, I
so-
forgive you.
Okay, thank you. Forgive me for leaving,
Yeah.
everybody, but I have to go.
Well, thanks
Thank
for
you.
joining us, and
He'll
Thank you
find
so
out
much.
if sleep forgives him in the morning.
Yes, I'm gonna go to the slumber times. It's time for me to go to Betty Bye.
All right,
Forgive
you have
me.
a good night.
I will.
Thank you. I love you guys. Take care.
Love you too, buddy.
Rock on, man.
Take care.
That was
Well, I
what,
forgive Stu.
that was what 50 minutes of off.
Yeah, 50 minutes of forgiveness, and I forgive him for that.
Yeah, we lost the train so far ahead. It's like, oh hey, by the way, Lorenzo, you lost the train.
It's a healing stream.
Yeah, I see you put some boobs on that chick, and I forgive you for it.
Yeah, hater against boobs.
They're not big
Well,
enough.
our ladies, I'm just getting used to them. Our ladies in the land of lost, they're reptile or lizard ladies. They don't. Ours don't really have mammary glands. And I forgive them for it.
How the-
I didn't
how
even
did
know
they-
there was more than one gender with the Sleestakian things.
No, there's
There's female versions. They're pink.
yeah, they spent a lot of
Really?
time laying
Shit,
their
I've never
laying
seen
their eggs. You know, you can't even get them to make you a sandwich or get you a beer.
And somehow Sleazaxian females have figured out the word "ow." I don't know how the fuck that happened, but they figured that word out. They've also figured out in one more word, bonbon. It's really annoying. Orcs invaded the Land of the Lost not too long ago, and we've other than the fact that we can't really eat the Sleazakians, it's been a general neutral peace of negotiation with us now at that point. We're just equally trying to eat humans. We do love the fact that you forgive us. That is the greatest things on the planet.
So I'm not really trying to eat humans. I'm just
we occasionally have to. It's a last resort for the orc people.
Like the Etruscan pigs, but I know there's some people it's against their religion.
I'm going to show this message because I don't think it's actually bad. I don't understand why that had to be moderated. I didn't even know I had a wrench on your channel either. But Reckless Trucker says, boobs that aren't in my hands aren't forgiven. Why was that held for review? It's not offensive.
Oh, the word boobs is apparently offensive too.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So remember, guys, you can't say boobs. Tits.
Boob.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
Be more classy and say
tits.
Anti-woman to have like
a
drawing of a woman with boobs.
Well, why do you think we have?
It's
why do you think we have
like say an OnlyFans account? That's pro women, and if you and it's not good to shame them. Don't want to slut shame somebody, but you can't. You can slut shame an artist for drawing boobs. Apparently,
yeah.
Can't quite figure it out.
Mm-hmm. So speaking about weird stuff, has everybody heard about the interesting fantasy that Superman has been feminized? Well, I didn't want to say that because that's a no-no word. That's a no-no naughty
I think that
word.
book. I think that was actually some book that came out months and months ago.
Oh, almost.
It was, but I guess what happened is that it flew so under the radar, and people are just now noticing.
Yeah, they're giving it free publicity.
Well, it is kind of funny if you think about it. It's like they literally make this book. It's like, yeah, we're going to make this book, and they're going to do this. It's like, okay. And now people are noticing it now, but I think it's just hysterical that, yeah. It's like, do you expect anything else from DC? But I do love the guy
exactly.
who wrote...
I don't understand why people keep getting outraged. I mean, I can understand it, but like, why are you still breathing air into this? Just let it die.
I mean, eventually, it's like, are you surprised they're going to do something like that?
Yeah, why are they breathing air into this blow-up doll that we call DC?
And I hate to give it legs too, but apparently, if you go to Marvel and you look at Thor. The God of Hammer storyline that was started by Donny Cates, I think it was Donny Cates. It should be Donny Cates. The hammer itself is the God of Hammers, or Goddess of Hammers.
You mean MC Hammer?
No, the hammer itself is a
Mjolnir. Mjolnir is the bad guy for the story.
I heard Thor was too legit to quit.
Yeah, I heard that as well.
So
yeah, you're talking about the book where Superman got sodomized?
He's part of the cast Guardians.
That might have been the most graphic way of putting it, but yeah.
So you can see me doing that Jackie Chan head thing where his mind is like, what? I can't understand because so after years and years of publication, the Hammer decides, oh, I want to be a bad guy now. Fuck.
Yeah, that book just made no sense. I only heard about it last night. Yeah. They kept him in a cave for 8 months. Like the other heroes of Earth wouldn't have went and tried to find him.
You know what?
That's my thing. I'm like,
you know what made that story really good is if like his powers came back and he killed everybody in that prison, except for the prisoners.
Please, Hammer, don't hurt him. Does anyone get the reference, or am I?
Yeah,
I got
it's
it.
just,
I got it.
Nice
that's why
reference,
the
wrong
sigh
story.
happened.
Well,
don't know.
I beat you to the MC
Where's
Hammer
that
reference.
well,
MC
they
Hammer
definitely wouldn't want him to give. Those guys definitely wouldn't want Superman to give them a good hammering.
Oh,
So, as the last
That
thing,
actually
and,
comes off gross.
and hopefully this doesn't
It's
get,
it was meant to, Timothy.
and hopefully this doesn't get political, but probably is. There's a brand new thing that's coming out. We're getting a director's cut of The Last of Us 2.
oh.
Who the fuck asked for that? Oh, shit, I'm sorry.
I have no fucking idea. No idea. I started laughing. And I went, wait, we're getting what? And I just started laughing. This kid, I couldn't help it.
How are we getting a director's cut if that was literally Neil Druckmann's
according
I thought
entire
everything was
vision?
exactly as
according
the
to
plan.
whatculture.com and a couple other sites, we're apparently getting The Last of Us 2.
The thing is, I can't get upset. That's why I have a Nintendo Switch. Is there's all sorts of cool indie games.
I'm not
I've got so
sure.
many games, I don't even have enough time to really. There's more games that I could ever really play in my lifetime. Out there.
I mean, because I'm playing Metro Dread. I'm playing Metro Dread. I'm having fun with that. Screw all the people that says, "Oh, this game's too hard." Yeah, no, you just suck.
What game is that?
Metroid Dread.
Oh, the brand new Metroid that just came out, which is actually a badass game. I agree.
Yeah, let me put it to you this way: my nephew got it for Christmas, and it took him 2 days to get not only get to where I was, he's also passed it. He's like maybe 60% of the way done with the game. I'm like,
I sure hope you forgive him.
I'm thinking like, if a little kid can make it this far into the game, as hard as it's supposed to be,
finish the game. Skip your art, finish the game.
As long as it ain't as long as it. The only reason I've been afraid to touch it is because I saw that old style of rapidly press A. I hate that shit. That's the only reason Resident Evil 4 is awful.
Well, it's only like certain bits from what I played. It's basically like because what they're trying to do, they're trying to get you used to using the attack instance that you have when you hit X. You do that attack instance.
Mm-hmm.
So like at certain parts where you're dealing with the boss, there's a little break where you can do the attack animation stuff. And when you do that, it gives you like a free little small window to blast the shit out of the bad guy. But the thing is you have to be constantly pressing that button to shoot. You just don't hit a button and that's it,
I hate that. That's my biggest pet peeve with certain things. I don't mind when it's done right. Like Dead Space 2 has a couple of those. And it's done right in those areas. It's not over the top. You don't have to sit there and go like a psycho. Like you have to pull out a pencil and flap it around like you're flapping a fancy fun time roll. If you get what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot easier to get that done. But no, when you got like Resident Evil 4,
this is better than the fucking meteors you had to shoot out of the sky in Dead Space 1.
Yeah. Oh god, that's the reason I don't want to buy Dead Space 1. I picked up 2 and I'm like, I liked 1. I hate that eye scene in Dead Space 2, but I don't feel like going back to 1.
Yeah, my only thing was 2 was it was.
I've only played one Dead Space, and I think it was
in certain spots where you have to navigate your way around the debris fields, and if you're like even so much as a millimeter off, you go splat. Dude, I wasn't nowhere near that damn thing. How did I die?
Yeah, they'll get you. You got to watch that. There's some good scenes in there. The game's good. Overall, Dead Space 1 and 2 are both really good games, and
Yeah, they are.
They're very interesting for survival horror. I don't think we'll ever see a survival horror like that ever again. So it's like got to give praise to what exists, right? Like those were good games.
Mm-hmm.
The classic though, you gotta love the classics though. I would love to see a remake of Silent Hill 2, but we may never see that because they fucking lost the fucking Konami lost the content.
So, Risey, do you play games? Do you play video games?
Not in a long time. Most I play are mobile games, and I don't really count that as gaming.
Yeah.
Because I just played the games with autoplay on there. So
I know people like criticize mobile gaming, but some of those games are pretty fun.
Yeah, they're all right. I mean, it's nothing but a pyramid scheme because, I mean, I do pretty well because I grind like a mother effer. And so if you just grind and grind and grind, you can eventually get up to where the ones that buy the stuff, you can almost get to their level. You'll never be able to compete with them, but you can be better than the other ones.
But they're starting to do that with like games for the PC, like PC and console games that people
consoles,
spend like 60 to maybe 90, or even some people spend well over $100 if they're getting some sort of fancy collector's edition, and then they put a bunch of microtransactions in there anyway. So
no, exactly. No, the last console one I played, it was actually pretty good. I don't even know why I stopped playing it. I think I just got wrapped up in live streaming too much.
I forgive you.
Last Assassin's. Thank you.
Well, I won't forgive him for getting caught up in live streaming.
There's a lot of enhanced edition games out there, but the only difference is they add the soundtrack, and it's like I don't really want to listen to the soundtrack when I'm not playing the game.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, why the hell am I going to have that? Like, how good do you think that?
Why would I play it through my Steam store? I mean, it makes no sense.
No. What pisses me off this week was actually they put Mass Effect Legendary Edition on the Game Pass, which I had bought the game for Christmas for myself, and I'm like, if that was the case, I could have just waited and played it.
Hasn't that been out since November, though?
The Game Pass?
No, the remake of the Mass Effect.
Mass Effect, it's been out for a while.
Yeah, well, that's
the thing
what
is I was getting it on sale because I thought, oh, this is a big EA game. They're never gonna put it on the
Game Pass is this
on the Game Pass. Is it like if EA hold on to the pattern the way it does with certain games and what have you, we were never gonna see the Legendary Edition on the Game Pass because of all the content that's on it. Well, whoops, it's on there. And I'm like, oh man. You can see me just like mad.
Hey, Chris.
Because I was.
What up,
Chris?
Hey guys, I'm trying my iPad. I don't know how well this works.
It works.
Looking real good.
Pretty fun to me.
You hat hair.
It's growing.
Well, you look like you've been frightened to death, dude.
I can't hear you guys well. That's weird. Let me see if I can turn this thing up. I think that's up all the way. It must be something automatic to keep it from feedbacking.
Could be.
Could be.
I can hear you, but it's like not like in my office.
Yeah, so it
So
kind
what I
of
missed, this thing looks pretty cool.
Maybe you should get some headphones to put in. Might be easier to hear.
Oh, I could, but you know what happened? It's like 9:03, and I realized I was missing the show.
Just ask Diana to get it.
Yeah, you missed the forgiveness part where Stu was forgiving a certain triangle man.
Yeah, I caught that vibe from him.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Stu derailed everything for like 50 minutes.
He actually posted on Twitter, I forgive.
Yeah, and I forgive him for posting that.
But you know what? Forgiveness is never a bad thing. Let's just hope it's sustainable.
It really is a virtue. I mean, otherwise people just end up getting butthurt and acting, just all, just they end up so. I don't know. I've had situations where I've ended up all bitter and butthurt over things for months on end over just some ridiculous thing. And I just. I'm too old for that, Life's kind of short, as it is.
Yep, definitely short.
Especially for those humans.
Yeah, well, orcs have it pretty short too. Like we're not exactly living past that, but it all depends on who truly worships Grunch. We can get up to like 60 or 70 before we finally bite it.
We lost Chris.
Uh-oh.
Well, I forgive him.
I'm still here though.
No, but yeah. So
let's see what
So that's what kind of annoyed me this week was the button.
Just remember, forgiveness is an act of love.
Yeah.
And until he threw him off.
Yeah, you threw me off. Yeah, because I was in my train of thought, and like, damn it, he threw me off.
Well, it's important to
I didn't mean to. Do you forgive me for that?
Maybe someday.
Gable's really
Someday.
helpful. He's been sharing things. He's been sharing out the link spot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And as a lot of the people in the chat, I really appreciate that.
Well, boys, I'd love to stay and chat, but I do have to get some stuff done tonight. I got a D&D campaign. But before I go, I want to send an image to Lorenzo here and kind of show him some funny.
No dick pics.
No dick pics, I promise.
Hey,
You don't want to see any pics of Nightwing?
No triangle pics either.
Yeah, definitely not the triangle. But we forgive him. Did he drop out already? He was good. It's like before I leave, and then he leaves.
Whoops.
So what time is it there, Risey?
Just went past 7 past 10.
Tomorrow.
Okay, there we go. Got bloody things. He likes to drive me nuts. So I got a couple images here I'm going to send you here, Lorenzo, and I want you to kind of put them up so you get a good laugh. Anybody here play Dungeons and Dragons at all and all the role-playing games?
I keep playing it with you, but I haven't gotten around to creating the character. I'm going to need help with that.
Played it a long time ago.
If you want to put it on stream here, I'm going to give you a little foresight here. We got ourselves a bunch of the bottom dice, the blue dice.
We can't show any porn here.
It's not porn. Don't worry.
D&D
Bottom
porn.
dice. You can't show D&D porn. Can't show D&D porn. Oh, come on, Lorenzo. Show some D&D.
You can't show D&D porn.
Those zeros on those dice, they're so evil.
They're so evil. I know. Well, no, it's the ones you got. It's the ones you got to worry about it. But anyway, I'm going to send the images to you. I'll send you the first image. If you want to put it on, you can put it on. And I get a good laugh at this.
Oh, so
the bottom
chat
part.
Says he tried to play Pathfinder a few times. Sorry to interrupt. Oh, was it for him?
Oh, Pathfinder's is it was a good system. It's slowly being destroyed.
Well, that's good to hear. No.
Sarcasm.
But I wonder if that. I wonder if the books are if the used books, if those are affordable or if they're going up in price right now for the Pathfinder.
God! If it's anything like Dungeons and Dragons, Second Ed is going up like you wouldn't believe right now. So if it's going up anything like Second Ed,
it's tough. Like first edition, there used to be one could get like. I think I got Oriental Adventures for like $5 or $10 before. Now it's like really expensive.
Oh, an Oriental Adventures, thanks to Wizard Crapheads of the Coast, banning the book, it's tripled in price.
Oh, they're making bank off of it. That's for sure. I wonder if
Yeah,
that was their game.
well, no, they don't sell the old stuff. It's collectors are now trying to resell the books at a stupid, really high, ridiculous price. So anyway, I sent you the image in your DM there. I DM'd it to you.
Oh.
And
where on Discord or?
Yeah, on Discord.
Okay.
So the 5 little dice on the bottom is the party.
Oh, I'm gonna have to open this in another window.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going to have to share the screen. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Let's
see how long it takes for Lorenzo to Lorenzo himself.
Well, this has been kind of.
So who should I send this to someone else? I just want to show this.
I mean, are you able to share your screen?
Share.
I can't. No. This thing will go. My phone does not like StreamYard.
Oh, it's your phone. Yeah, you can't really. You can't do much on the phone for a screen sharing.
Yeah.
No, I'm just making a joke. I don't expect it to actually happen.
There we go.
Okay, so if you zoom in, you get to see the fun of this. So the 5 little dice on the bottom, those little 5 guys, are basically the party. The red dice are the bosses. All those little counters is all the minions. That's, I think, 114 of them.
Is this Pathfinder or what is this?
No, this was 2nd edition D&D. So this is what our DM
with a map.
Okay. It's called Runaway.
Yeah, nowhere to run. Nowhere to run. He literally trapped us in that zone. Damn. So we couldn't get away. So
okay, so this is this is the map.
Yeah, this should be up TJ's corner because
accidental fireball.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or an accidental blessing.
The fun.
It's been a long time since I played D&D.
Oh yeah, we pretty much fought through. It was a nightmare. Yeah. And then we got this image here I just want to put up because it's just hysterical. It's just hysterical.
Mm-hmm.
We actually, this is when our DM got really angry. You'll find out you'll get a good laugh. And I'll try to get to Lorenzo. Lorenzo might get a chuckle out of it. Yeah.
So
you notice how all those little parts are there?
It to me, or okay, I see it here.
I just DM'd it to you. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. You can see. You can see where the.
Well, you can't see it.
The little fireball.
I get it.
The little ice shirt.
Remember, I'm in a Chromebook, so it's going to take me a little time.
Okay.
Let's see. Is this the first? Is this the first image or the second? Because I can't really see. Is this the second image?
Second image.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I forgive you.
Mm-hmm.
His catchphrase for tonight.
That was like Stu's catchphrase. So what's this?
Get this image up. This is the end result. If you can actually see all the drawings on the map, I don't know if anyone can actually see that, but there's a big circle. There's a big circle where a fireball went off. There's a big line where the wall of ice went off, and you notice.
And he disappeared.
To be honest, to try to survive that many characters in a D&D game is usually pretty difficult. Most of the time when I had a DM playing a game, you're lucky if you played against, 5 to 20. So I never did experience mass encounters like that.
Just a ton of NPCs.
Trust me, from the GM's perspective, it's painful. Because that's a lot of rolls.
Yeah. I'm surprised that there's so many.
Oh, and I suspect that the 140 minions were pretty weak.
They'd have to be, unless...
But I was kind of surprised that the bosses were in front of the minions.
Yeah. I would think
That's unusual for most combat situations. But anyways, we forgive them.
Yeah, we forgive them.
That's the whole thing of tonight, isn't it? Forgiveness.
Yeah, that's their theme.
It's the word of the day.
Forgiveness year.
Welcome back.
Yep. Oh, Jesus hell. This thing just keeps cutting out today for some reason today. But yeah, that's the fun of that campaign. So
that's cool.
I just figured I'd show. There's a huge aftermath. This got pretty bloody. By the way, great art, whoever's drawing that.
So this is Daniel from the Tech Corner right
cool.
now. And then then they got this other, then Andy's drawing this.
Yeah, I saw Andy pop up. Yeah. Pop up a couple times. Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I like both.
Well, my internet keeps killing out, so I'd like to thank everybody. And this is kind of the other reason I got to go, because I'm noticing I keep hearing this pop, pop, pop sound. So it's the internet's trying to give me a sign to go. So thank you very much, everybody, for having me on. And thank you for showing my adventure in Dungeons and Dragons.
I forgive you.
Your misadventures? Okay.
Yeah, our misadventures. And he sent another 89 monsters after us right after that. So
make sure to forgive him.
Hopefully they were all weak monsters.
No, they weren't. My character had to do 80 damage to a monster before I fundamentally dropped one in one of it. So he brought me down to 4 hit points and then called me up the next day just to try to now he's going through my character to try to debuff it. So he calls me up today.
Is this the in-person D&D game you're playing?
Yeah, this is real life. No.
He thought your character was too strong, so he called you up to punish you.
Yeah, he called me up to punish me.
In a one-on-one discussion.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I just kind of I said, dude, you do this to me all the time. Can you just stop being an asshole? Was my response. And I just kind of I just screamed at him. And I told the other guy who runs campaigns, I said, yeah. Can you run next week? So if he doesn't run next week, I'm just going to be like, yeah, I think I'm going to stay home Sunday.
Yeah, it sounds kind of pointless.
I'm done.
Players and friends. Play
D&D. Yeah. Well, you know what? No. It's when you got to the rule is when you play a DM. A little advice to everyone who's been playing. I've been playing for 20 years. Mm-hmm. There's the way you got to play. You got to play smart as a DM. You got to run it as if you're the evil motherfucker, but you always got to make sure that evil motherfucker somehow forgot the back door. Wasn't locked, or out of his arrogance, he left his phylactery in an area, or the woman he slept with 10 years ago saw that phylactery somewhere. Just something to
do bring up that kind of history. It's amazing at times.
Yeah, you have to give the players an in, and when a DM doesn't want to do that, and just constantly throws hordes and more dangerous monster after dangerous monster after dangerous monster, and just kind of whittles away whatever he gives you to the point where you have nothing, players will walk out. You just have players.
Yeah, I don't blame you. You're getting into the game just to get essentially screwed over.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. You know what
DM doing TPKs. That ruins the fun for everybody.
Might be a good game if you're a masochist or something.
Well, I have had several TPKs.
Walk into the game where you play it that way.
Yeah,
it's a different category.
Yeah, no, I've had several TPKs, and many of them been accidental. Rock slide happens.
How they should happen.
Yeah, a rock slide. The worst one I ever had was the party that murdered an entire mountain. And yeah,
how do you murder an entire mountain?
They had a dragon that they had to get to. So their idea was, well, we have this spade of I can't remember the name of the god, the deity, or whatever it is. What this does is, if you cast a spell, like a dig or something like that, it quantifies it. It goes to the max. It basically makes it 4 times more powerful. Mm-hmm. And then we had 2 players handing off themselves and casting repeated dig at the max range and max depth. until they basically chipped away at this one part of the mountain where the whole mountain collapsed. So on top of the mountain was a giant keep with a giant frost giant and all his minions.
Mm-hmm.
That collapsed on top of the dragon. Their weight and souls collapsed the entire mountain base, which went into a dwarven community. The most murders I've ever had in a campaign, I stopped counting at around, I think, 10 to 20,000. I stopped counting the body count because he just killed everything.
This is why you have a sheet full of 100 bards and you keep throwing it at the problem.
Yeah, but it's just like I said. If next week, if I got to deal with this crap again for another session, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, can you run the other session? I need a break. And if he's like, no, I'm not running the other session, it's like, I'm taking that break.
I'm taking the break anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, so boys, everyone, thank you very much. Thank you, everyone, for listening to my sorrow on the matter. And Lorenzo, anytime you want to play, man, you're always welcome. Tuesday, and I might have a game on Sundays now because I might be sticking around at home.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Oh,
just
you're
kind of
always
slowly
welcome.
getting back. I was feeling so, I don't know, with having health issues, a lot of the summer and I think even into the fall, and then I'm feeling a little bit better in the winter. So.
Well, the great thing about D&D Discord is you don't have to go anywhere, and you can sit in your underwear and eat nachos.
Right?
Is this a confession?
Unless the nachos is a monster, then the nacho monster eats you.
Hey! You know what? Orcs are not known for their wearing clothes.
Well, yeah.
All right. I'll put a little thing in the chat, and I'm gonna take off. You guys have yourselves a very, very good night. See ya.
You too, and thanks for joining us.
Hey, have a good one.
That was fun. I always enjoy it.
Randomness. That is.
Yeah.
Biggest problem with D&D is finding a group to play D&D with.
Yeah.
No, they tend to fall apart, unfortunately.
I would go for months without playing, and I was just so I don't really know the game all that well. I mean, there's games that I used to play as a kid who
no one does, dude. They're always looking at the rule books, and if somebody does actually know the books, then they probably should be the DM.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, I mean I've seen some videos in the last year about some of the more advanced dungeons that were made out there that were just totally impossible. And they put players through these campaigns, and the shit people go through, there's no way a general new party would succeed at all. And even a senior party screws it up.
Well, there can also be the opposite thing where the characters like start out at like level 1, like way too powerful.
Yeah, they were level 1.
That's what it was like in the game in one of the games I played.
It's basically like an MMO. You're level fucking 10, and you decide, and you unwillingly will go into an area that's meant for level 40 something. You have no idea because it's not labeled. Hey, by the way, this area is a level 40 area.
Yes.
You just walked into like a dumbass.
Where is the Zelda signpost that tells you this is not a safe area? No. I'm sorry. Link cut that sign in half last time he came through.
No, that's what happened to me. It was Final Fantasy 11. I had no idea. I had walked into an area that I wasn't supposed to be in.
Yeah,
because I was enjoying myself. I was having fun, and that area looks cool. Let me go check it out. No idea it was meant for higher levels because nothing is like kind of stated. No one said anything to me. They just let me walk right on in.
Well, typically well-made games prevent you from doing that because you have to get an item to get into that area, kind of a thing. And that's really where it may or may not be an element of bad game design, unfortunately.
Well, it was. I believe it was more that because
it's open world and suffer your fate, right?
Yeah, pretty much. It's open world, screwball, and suffer from your learn from your mistakes. This is like, take care in the next life, have fun. I'm like, ah. So, and the thing is that Paladins for at least with Final Fantasy, because Final Fantasy 14 is changed it up a bit. In Final Fantasy 11, if you're a Paladin, you have the DPS of a squirrel. Of a real life squirrel.
That makes no sense for a frontline fighter.
Yeah, I know, but the idea that you're supposed to be a tank. You're literally a walking battle tank that they took the main gun away from for some stupid reason, and so you're you're the opposite of a glass cannon, I guess you could say, because while I didn't die immediately, it took me about 30 minutes to die. But it was 30 minutes of me trying to run from whatever monster I was fighting from and trying to get to the safe zone. I had no idea this thing was. It's what they call a notorious monster. This screwball will chase you across zones. If you let it.
Hey, shit. Sorry, I hate to interrupt, but I gotta go out in like half an hour. So thanks for having me on.
Well, yeah, thanks for coming on here. I hope it wasn't like too boring for you.
No, you're good. I really do have to go out in about half an hour though, and I've just got a couple of things I have to do.
Oh yeah. Good morning where you're at, right?
Yeah, I got to go out about 11, so I've got about half an hour.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. No. Thanks for having me, man. Anytime I'm not busy, I'll come jump on.
Well, that's awesome. Yeah, I've been wanting to have you on.
You're forgiven, Risey.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Love yous. Have a good day. Well, night. All right, rock on.
You too.
Yeah, but that was my bad. I picked a fight with a notorious monster, and the asshole chased me across.
That's okay, Daniel. I forgive you. That bit's getting kind of old, I think.
Yeah, it's getting
kind of old. Like 20 minutes into it.
Yeah, it got old.
Just give it time. Just give it time. So, somebody else will get butthurt for something. Yeah, you're forgiven.
You see what he did there?
2022's catchphrase.
Yeah, it really was a thing, though. Going into it,
somebody make a shirt out of that.
I realized that there were people who I was just like kind of upset with it. I was trying to wish people a happy New Year, and including the humans.
Well, just some people just want to stay mad, man.
It's so silly just to be mad forever about some sort of thing that happened in the fandom, or it's supposed to be some hobby, or for some people, I guess that's how they earn their living. But
I guess,
but still,
it's like
it's hard for people to earn their living if everybody's mad at each other.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is that people seem to think that remaining unforgiven is something to be proud of, or something to achieve against somebody else or whatever. Like, what's the point? What's the point of being mad all the time?
Yeah. And that you just made me mad saying that. Because I want to be mad forever.
A long time ago, it's like just end the discussion. Move on, forget about it over the next couple days, and then who cares?
Yeah, like I probably backed about 80 books on Indiegogo. I don't have 80 books here now. Some of those campaigns, never materialized, and I think I got my money back, like if it was a fixed goal. But and there's some people, though, maybe they take 3 years to make a book when it was supposed to take them 1 year or so. But I forget them, I might not necessarily buy back their next campaign, but I don't need to keep going on about it for years.
It'd be really funny.
Which I have done with certain creators. And it's time for me to just forgive them and move on.
It'd be really funny if Jabba, of that one guy Jabba, he's doing like a 1-page comic for Shotgun Samurai. It's
yeah. Yeah.
What if he was like 2 years late on that?
I don't want to pay the comic down.
Yes.
He was late on putting the staple in.
Putting the staple in. No, I mean
maybe.
This is why I really haven't advertised myself too much more for comics, because I know where I'm at, where with timing and getting stuff done. And I'm like, yeah. When I actually have something fruitful to actually talk to show people, as far as comics are concerned, then I'll show it. But until then, it'll just be me rambling to Lorenzo on this idea that I have, because I have like 10 more new ideas that I don't want to tell Lorenzo, because I'm just like, damn it, just ideas and I can't get them done. Like, damn it. So this is why I don't do things. This is why I haven't announced anything to anyone, show off anything to anyone, because I don't want to sit here and have all this hype and then nothing happens. It's like
And so the thing is, creative people aren't always. Some of them really are good at managing their time.
I'm not one of those people, man.
A lot of people would probably benefit. Like, a lot of creators would probably, benefit from having somebody who can help them with the business. But it's not. That's easier said than done. Getting And then people, if you're like an artist and or a writer or whatever, and you're making very little to begin with, then you have to hire someone else on. I would imagine that could be a problem.
Well, that's the thing.
Finding someone trustworthy and reliable.
Well, see, that's the thing is that because I do commission work solely, that's my sole income. I don't have a lot coming in right now because thanks to COVID and everybody being afraid of their own shadow. I just don't have the money to like say sit back and just work on that and and then have something to show. It's like I wish I did. I wish I had that. I wish I had that money that would let me do it right now, to just take a break, work on the book, and get everything done.
By the way, this chick has nice lips.
Oh, thank you. This is somebody's commission, and she wanted her to be.
And so this is somebody.
Well, if you haven't read that, I'm out.
Interesting thing with you is like the people commission their work's going to be featured on air.
I do tell people, so they do know.
Yeah.
So it's not like I don't tell people.
Well, I mean, you used to have like an entire show on, and I'm guessing you might in the future.
That's the thing I was going to mention. I am coming back to Picardo, and I was actually going to do it this week, but I caught kind of like a minor throat infection, I guess. Kind of something.
A lot of people are having sore throats. I don't know. Maybe
I don't know. I'm guessing it has to do with my allergies. And because I've caught strep throat before because of my allergies.
Was it called stripper throat? Is it called stripper throat?
Strep
throat?
Strep throat, yeah.
Yeah. I know in Texas sometimes the E's and the I's can get kind of.
Well, it's not just that, dude. It's also, since I'm half deaf, I'm
that's
going to get words wrong. Yeah, I'm going to get.
But you're also half hearing.
Yeah. So enunciation is not.
That was my joke, my lame attempt at a joke based on the.
Yeah.
This glass is half empty. No, you should say it's half full. Like really bad, like pop psychology. Like it's. Like it's.
Yeah. Well, here lies Lorenzo's joke shot in the back.
Yep. Hopefully he'll forgive me.
Yep.
Oh, no.
But yeah, so I was speaking of coughs. So I was gonna start this week, but then I caught a little bit of a throat infection, I guess. It's clearing up now, but it's like, well, what a way to start the new year. Get something that feels like strep throat and get sick. which lasted like maybe about a day or two, which also coincided was a stupid anomaly of the cold weather that we had on Monday.
So what's cold weather down Texas way?
Generally, we don't, it just gets cold. We drop. I think the lowest I've ever seen it get to is like 30, 32, 34 here.
Okay,
I know
I'd
like
still call that. Yeah, I would call that cold, even
I mean,
up
it's
here in
cold,
northern
but
Michigan.
but
I
it's
still consider that to be cold weather.
yeah.
I mean, we
it's
get
I call
cold.
that nippy.
what?
I call that nippy. That ain't.
Yeah, to some people, it's really nothing because it's they all live up in the north and it's like 30 something degrees. We laugh at that. It's like well screw ball, we don't get it here.
We're not wearing shorts.
Yeah.
It's like yeah, screw ball, we don't get it here. That's the problem.
I know. I was in
And
Texas for a while.
then like I try to tell people that, and I'm just like, yeah, we don't get that here. That's the issue. So, and then so we're trying to be better, I guess. At least the local government is trying to be better about it. This year it's just that a lot of houses aren't built for that kind of extreme weather, and so we kind of suffer a bit.
Oh, by the way, sorry to interrupt, but Tim had to leave earlier, which I mean, I noticed he was gone, but he said around it was like a few minutes ago. He said,
Yeah,
"You have a good night."
I thought we didn't.
I know it's a private chat, so but I think he wanted me to relay that on the rest of the people. I probably just didn't want to cut into the conversation, or he couldn't get a word in edgewise, probably.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it's now I lost my train of thought. Thanks.
Sorry.
No, I mean, but yeah, we really don't get that cold, so it's just something we normally don't worry about.
Yeah.
Well, Lorenzo, I gotta go. I gotta get my
you've been kind of quiet, but where can we find you?
You can find me here on YouTube, Cross Comics. Pretty easy.
Yeah,
to find me.
I'm looking at it now.
We'll see you guys later.
Thanks for stopping by. It was great. We're getting the old team back together, and then we got some new people too.
Yeah, which is always good.
Yeah. I'm having a blast. Every time I stream.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's good that I took that break. It just seemed things were getting kind of overwhelming, and I also had the feeling that I also wanted to interact with like interact with some different people, see if maybe they were interested in the show, because that way if one of the panelists isn't available, it's just good to have, it's good to have more people involved in general.
Yeah.
Because I know you. Oh, go ahead.
I just said, yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's like, and I think we're kind of stretching ourselves a little bit then for a while. It's like sometimes Giaz would come on and it does an excellent job, but like imagine if like one of us had to use the bathroom, and then it'd just be like. It'd be like just one, there'd be like dead air, or there'd be just one person trying to talk to the audience. I don't think my particular format of the show really works that way. I try to run it more like a talk show or even like a variety show.
Yeah, so there's got to be something constantly going on, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like right now, I'm not currently having it set up like this one person is the special guest per week. You know, there will be times when somebody has like a campaign they want to promote, and it might be more centered around that individual. But I'm just trying to get
so
back
far
into the swing of things.
You really haven't got anybody for that, I think.
Oh, there's people who've expressed interest in coming on, and well, we focused on Chris's campaigns before. No, we actually had quite a few people. Manny from Good Dog Press used to. I don't know. Was he? I don't know if I'm trying to remember if he was promoting Skunk Girl when the campaign was going on. He did a lot in the lead up to that. Tank Thread was on here promoting promoting his Scalpel Zero projects.
Yeah.
Was that last week or the week before?
I don't know.
But yeah, there's gonna probably gonna be some shows that have more structure to them, and some that are kind of loose, like tonight.
Yeah, where just everybody was having their ball and then some.
Yeah, because sometimes I try to get some sort of topic going, and then it's like, and it turns out one that doesn't really like pan out. Not enough people are familiar with the subject to really have a conversation about it.
Like the GTA thing that.
That debacle.
You kind of should have asked everybody before you did.
Yeah. It turned out the real debacle was me trying to do a stream about it because I still haven't played much of that. I have one of the games in the remastered series is from the Game Pass, Microsoft Game Pass, or the Game Pass Ultimate or whatever they're calling it.
Cool. Yeah, there's a Game Pass and a Game Pass Ultimate.
Yeah, I have the Ultimate, but it's like it's Xbox Live and the Game Pass. I don't know what it is like. Now, though, can people get the Ultimate even if they're just using the PC?
I think so. I'm not entirely sure anymore. It's like the because I know the Ultimate was kind of like an in development thing, but they let everybody on it, so we could play games from on the console and the PC.
Oh, so that's another advantage to it. That's really cool. Except for I get the feeling that somebody's got a real nice gaming rig. It's gonna just blow somebody away if they're like on, say, an Xbox One. I don't know. The Xbox Series looks pretty cool, but good luck getting your hands on one.
Yeah.
There, it's done.
Oh man, that is awesome. Is this a character from one of your upcoming books?
Yeah, this is Pandy. He's a toy panda.
That's awesome.
Kind of violent and brutal.
Wow.
He certainly has the close range firepower.
That's just incredible as far as yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I'm working on issue 2 right now.
Yeah, so you want to get what is it, 4 issues done before you launch a campaign?
6.
Well, 6 issues. Wow.
Yep, 3 campaigns of that. I have a couple other ones that I'd like to finish up before I launch anything. That way I can just sit back and do nothing.
Yeah, this is just incredible stuff. See, I'd much rather, even if I'd rather have, even like just say, and I don't mind the views. I really appreciate all the viewers, but I'd rather have fewer viewers, but like just really kick ass hard and conversations. And then like have some channel and it's all like dedicated to the latest drama or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I mean, we had a little bit of it earlier. We had some fun with that, but I don't plan on having that a weekly thing. That wasn't anything that I had planned out.
Yeah, because he kind of took up like 15 minutes of your show. Was that?
Yeah. But it was fun having Stu on. I met him in person, and we went to the comic book store. Then we grabbed a bite to eat afterwards. And then it's so funny that's like there's some people who act like it was just like what did you two do when you got together? It's like what went to the fucking comic book shop. And man, Stu really knows his comics, like, and he actually knows about. I'm pretty sure he knows about like actual like stuff from Marvel and DC that are actually like good, that is, that are actually being made nowadays. I mean, there are some good books. It's not just the garbage that people like to focus on, because the media will focus on the garbage, and then the people who run outrage channels will focus on the garbage. I feel bad for the people, for like the artists and the writers who really do care about what they're doing, or maybe some of those other people do care what they're doing, but they're just not good at it, or it's just not my cup of tea. But I feel bad for the books that, for the people writing the books that, maybe I really enjoy, but I just don't know much about it,
Well, like I said, I think my thing was the Thor thing was that the Mjolnir is now the bad guy. I'm like, what?
Wait, so that's what you were talking about with the hammer.
Yeah, is it the like?
How can the hammer be a bad guy? That doesn't make any fucking sense.
You're asking me.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, so basically, it's like I'm going what?
Yeah, that's really seems like a stupid idea. I mean, maybe it could become some sort of cursed object or something. I guess,
but
I don't know. Has anything like this happened before? Because I don't.
Well, because the biggest thing is that they made so many changes to continuity in so many different ways. It's confusing. Because the biggest thing is that Mjolnir, as far as Marvel Comics went, is that Mjolnir was just it's just a hammer that's enchanted.
That's what I thought, and I thought it was that way in mythology.
Yeah, that's well. Because I do know someone who's actually of that religion, and she pointed out that the hammer is just a hammer; it doesn't do anything else.
So even some people even call it like heathenism. They're trying to take back the word heathen, or some people might just call it the Norse. I guess it's just the old Norse religion.
Yeah, and then So the way she pointed out is that Thor is essentially the protector of Midgard, but the hammer is just a hammer. It doesn't do anything special other than fly, hit its target, come back to Thor. That's it's supposed to be near the end.
So it's kind of like a boomerang.
Yeah, kind of. Well, it has. I guess it has kind of like a rune enchantment on it.
So I was gonna say it sounds like
it'll fly out.
The power that allows it to return to.
Yeah, it'll allow. Yeah, so it'll fly to hit his enemy, and then it'll come back to him.
But it's not supposed to have any sort of like free will or cognition or anything.
Cognition, none of that stuff. It's not even supposed to. He can summon the thunder, on his own. He doesn't need the hammer for it. But
Maybe
he uses the
they
hammer
were like
to
smoking
make
that
it
wacky tobacco or something and
you
got a
know.
little carried away. I don't know.
And then and most
It's kind of a funny concept though that all of a sudden the Thor's hammer gets all butthurt and pissed off, and I sure hope he forgives it.
And then
Just wait till the next Guardians of the Galaxy movie.
Yeah, no, but most definitely it's like I said, the hammer doesn't do anything. It's a hammer. It's basically what it is.
Yeah.
That's how she described it. That's the way it is.
That's so silly though. But
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, like, I don't
because there's no such thing as
I don't think people are like coming up with these ideas just to necessarily to be evil. It's just could very well be just bad writing, you know.
Yeah. Well,
Or, you know, they might not be, you know, and they might not be hiring the most creative people to work on that series, you know.
I think what Cates is trying to do is she's trying to undo Aaron Rodgers' stuff from Avengers, and so he's getting rid of the living lightning that supposedly lives in Mjolnir, and then so I'm assuming that's what he's doing. It's not coming across that way, and that was
actually something that had been added. What did you say? Living lightning,
living tempest, or something to that effect. Wow. Basically, I guess you may want to call it the mother of all lightning storms. You know, and it was magical. It was sentiment. It was alive, and Odin trapped it in the Uro metal that was used to make Mjolnir. And
interesting.
So basically, what they're doing is that they're everything that's breaking down magically is now Odin's fault for no reason. Yeah,
they're blaming Odin.
Yeah, they're blaming everything on Odin. It's like at this point, even readers are getting a little bit tired of everything being Odin's fault. You know. And then I was like, I'm tired of seeing everything being Odin's fault. And then what I'm assuming is that all the enchantments that Odin has made over time apparently didn't transfer over from Odin to Thor.
So the Norse gods, what were they thought to be? Are they supposed to be? They're supposed to be like the protagonists, right? Even if they're not always, they don't always do. They might not. I don't know. Are they supposed to be good, or are they? I mean, they're not supposed to. It's kind of confusing with those types of.
Well, you would probably have to ask her. I mean, well,
yeah. And so it's just kind of like. It seems like when everything. I mean, it doesn't seem like it should be the point where it's to the point where everything is Odin's fault. I mean, I know that there's like things that like.
Yeah, and
that happen. That's not always good. Like, wasn't Boulder like? Was it Loki who tricked somebody into shooting Boulder and killing him? Or
yeah,
I mean, they know the gods aren't like one. I don't think they're necessarily 100% perfect. Like they can maybe make a mistake or something.
Yeah, well, they're not as terribly up and down as Greek gods, but most of them tend to be pretty sure. They're war gods. That's basically what they are.
Yeah,
from what I've understood. And
hey guys,
yeah,
I'm heading out. I'm gonna get back to work.
Oh yeah.
Thanks for having me. I had fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, thanks for stopping by. And hey, Dark Gift.
Thanks for joining. I'll talk to you guys later.
Yeah. Is there? Should we promote your channel or?
Nah, I got nothing to promote. I just hang out. I'll let you know when I do.
Okay.
All right. Later, guys. Thank you.
Later.
Bye.
Take care. Well, you can still make it if you want. I mean, you can still show's still going. Dark Gift. I mean, it's up to you. Obviously, we're happy to have people in the chat as well. You know, I'll send you a link in either way. Good.
Yeah, but the thing is, I guess the biggest one of the bigger changes, and that was the vein that was the wordiness enchantment thing that was placed on Mjolnir on Marvel's door, because the actual one, there's no such thing. It's like anyone can pick up a hammer, you know, and throw it around all day, but it works best for Thor, you know.
Well, I thought only certain people were capable of wielding Mjolnir.
No, sir. I mean, you could pick it up.
Well, there were quite a few different individuals who did. Like, there was some sort of crossover. I'm not sure if it's canonical in both Marvel and DC, but Wonder Woman actually wielded in a crossover.
Yeah, but the hammer itself, yeah, it doesn't work that way.
Oh, that gets over really. Okay. Sorry, I think I sent you the link twice. And I think Morg has a link too if he wants to come on, but he's welcome to stay in the chat.
Yeah, because originally the hammer was supposed to be it was supposed to be a warhammer. It was supposed to be like long, like an actual staff with a hammerhead on it. And until Loki decided to be a butt and mess with it. But the thing is, it wasn't supposed to have any kind of power. I mean, other than it flew at its enemies and it came back.
So this is interesting. So we're going to see most of the Norse gods are very old. It came from outside of Scandinavia. That would actually make sense. I think that would. He says even the hammer, and it may have been a pagan god too. That's not comics related though. So yeah, some people say that hypothesize that there was a parent religion, like of all these this Indo-European religion that like had Zeus Pater, you know, which you got like Jupiter, you know, or
pretty much,
or Deus Pater, I think, or something like that, you know, and that became like Zeus and Deus and Potter with father. You know, that would be like the head god or whatever it would be. But it's all kind of hypothetical, you know, because a lot of the stuff would go back to before we even had like written records. I mean, we don't like have like there's a reconstructed Indo-European language, you know. I mean, some ideas of what the ancient Indo-Europeans might have been like before, all these different language families. But
yeah, I mean, like I said, the basic thing is that Thor's hammer in actual myth doesn't work like the Thor's hammer in Marvel Comics, or in DC for that matter. And then
Mark says they're descended from the reconstructed Proto-Indo-European gods. Yeah, sorry.
No, you're good.
Yeah. It's just like it seems like it's. I don't know. I mean, even the thing with the lightning and everything was that from mythology, or was that something that
the lightning is actually from him. So
I mean, I know.
So that's the one thing
I know,
the movie actually got
as far as hammer produces lightning, but the living lightning concept. I don't know.
That's entirely new. That's entirely
okay. That's what I thought. So,
Aaron.
So even that could be something that someone might take issue with.
Oh yeah, no. No, I've talked to her a few times about she doesn't really like Marvel's Thor at all.
Yeah. So that's
Yeah. So if I tell her that, she's gonna. Oh my man.
yeah. That's yeah. It doesn't sound like it's working out necessarily the way that. Well, I'm sure there's some fans of that series.
Yeah.
We got like all sorts of like like indie comic books, like that Common American series is doing pretty well. I mean, and I think there's a new book coming up that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's one that I signed up for, like on Kickstarter to see when it launches. You know, Tim and
Which book?
Mark's have their
Yeah.
a new Common America book coming up.
Oh yeah. Volume 5. Yeah, I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. I don't have any of the backups hubs things because I can't afford. I can only afford one book at a time. So
Yeah, I ended
main
up
book.
buying the omnibus. You know, because I couldn't. You know, because I didn't. I had missed out on the books previously.
Yeah. So I'm trying to. Excuse me. Yeah. No.
Yeah, there's just a lot of stuff there.
Yeah, I mean, because I know, because I don't know, Larry Higgins is doing
Oh
any
yeah,
more.
he's got a ton of.
He got his Nami book, but he's being printed, so I don't know if he's still doing Kickstarter stuff or Indiegogo stuff or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I know he's involved with Alterna. No, not Alterna. Antarctic Press.
Antarctic Press.
Yeah.
So he has his book out. He's getting his book out now, and then
hopefully he'll forgive me.
That's good for him. Yeah. No, I don't think. I don't think he cares. It's probably more Alterna that's gonna rage attack at you or something for some stupid reason.
Yeah.
And then
I thought that was I think that's a pretty cool idea that like some of these guys are actually getting signed to, some of these guys that we've known for a while. They suddenly have these books that are getting, they've got I think better distribution. Do you know if Iconic is in the comic book stores?
Mm-hmm. And Antarctic Press has been in the
yeah, I know Antarctic Press is. I know that Doug Ernst and Tim Lim with Iconic. I wonder if that's distributed in the stores. I know they sell that on the web.
I have no idea if they sell it in the store. That's actually something that's
it's cool because for the longest time, kind of people within like this kind of there's kind of like this whole kind of almost like this part of the indie comic book scene that was like into crowdfunding. And I mean, like they came up like there were people at Comics Gate, and then some people decide not to use the term. And I'm not trying to get people arguing over terminology. I'm just saying that a lot of people from those different like groups tended to focus on so much on crowdfunding.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a certain Rooster book that got distributed to Walmart. And that actually may not have been a bad thing had the customers actually hit the backers of the book and the campaign
got the books first, and then the customers at Walmart.
Because I was happy with. I'm not even a big fan of these box stores. The big box stores.
Mm-hmm.
But like Walmart and all those, they're kind of overwhelming for me. And I'm, people, I'd actually much rather shop at a local comic book shop. But
yeah, I know.
But I was happy for them until I realized that the Walmart customers were getting it first, and not us backers who actually pay to have the thing fun.
Yeah, my thing is like, why Walmart? I would understand Barnes and Noble. Maybe
yeah.
Walmart,
I think
but Walmart. I'm like, Who goes to Walmart to buy comic books?
Well, I think it was
I mean,
supposed.
no,
I think it
no
was
offense to
supposed to be
anybody,
like
but
back in the days where, like back in the day, weren't people able to just like go to a grocery store or whatever and get a comic book? I mean, I don't actually remember seeing too many there at the grocery store myself, but
I mean, back then, way back in the day,
was
they
it
were
drug?
like 5 cents a comic. There were 5-cent comic books, but you're talking what, maybe the 20s, 30s.
But so I know they're. I've heard of the spinner racks. Were those like in at drugstores, or were they in
Yeah, they were like at
gas
drugstores.
stations, or both?
Yeah, they were kind of everywhere, but at the same time, they also had other stuff for other people. So,
I see.
So it was kind of a mixed bag, whatever you were going to get. But nowadays, they're I guess nowadays it's more specific. Yeah, all the stuff is specific for whatever area, for whatever item you're gonna sell.
I see.
Well, as from what I can tell, so it kind of just had me questioning the logic.
Well, I think they were just trying to make comic books more visible. Again, because you can.
Yeah, but
yeah, it might make more sense.
Like I said, I would have
bookstore, because I actually don't know if I don't know if Walmart sells manga.
Walmart has been slowly getting into stuff and I think that's my
maybe
that was my problem was the logic of putting everything into putting this comic into Walmart, because Walmart they're just now getting into some of those ideas. It's
because some of these big chains you could go and get like compact discs and.
Yeah,
back in the day, I don't know how many people do that, but I think it might have gone to like Target, or they might have, who knows, they might have had like the censored version of the rap album or something. I don't know.
I know. I mean, right now,
I can understand, some play, the idea of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, bookstores lose a lot of money. Sorry to keep interrupting you.
Oh no, you're good. And I think I can ask TJ this, because manga tends to sell in quite a bit. It's doing better here now in the States than it was 5, 10, 20 years ago, I guess. And and manga tends to come in every genre and variety under the sun, or God has ever invented at this point.
I'm not sure if TJ's around.
TJ, you awake?
You guys are talking. I'm not going to interrupt. Also, he talks about Thor's hammer like all the freaking time.
That's
that in Mass Effect.
What was it that they said on Seinfeld? Not that there's anything wrong with that.
By Graf Thar's hammer,
that does sound
shall
a little
avenge
bit,
me.
Huh? What did you say, TJ?
Bookstores lose money, a lot of money. Walmart had impulse buyers, especially something like comics. I don't know. Is it, like I said, it's just
I could see some impulse buyer. Oh, there's a
impulse buying.
There's a book about this rooster character that this guy dresses up like a rooster. A rooster costume,
I know
that seems kind of entertaining, and they could just end up buying on an impulse buy.
Yeah, but the thing is that the characters feel so pulp comic. I guess you may want to put it that way, like old.
Comic, that's part of its charm, though.
Yeah,
that's why I backed it. But maybe that might. I don't know if that would have mainstream appeal or not, though.
Yeah, the appeal would be too specific.
Maybe
it's like it would probably appeal more to I guess people in not in our demographic, would actually be a little bit higher.
But Walmart is a bigger distributor.
Yeah.
Distributor. Yeah.
Well, I mean, because the thing is, and that's the thing, because you don't see a lot of manga in Walmart, but you see it in bookstores, you'll see it in comic shops and what have you, and it sells quite a bit on its own. You know, there's like no package necessary. You know, just meanwhile with Rooster, the few times I've seen it, they package it with something else. They have to package it with Batman in order to
Are you
get.
talking about Thor's package again? It's Hammer. It's Hammer.
But
I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't know how much the distributing works for manga stuff, and
I know. I just know that I went with. I got some cousins. They're kind of the closest thing I have to nephews, though.
Mhm.
Anyway, we went. That's kind of neither here nor there, but we ended up going to well, I can't even think of the name of the bookstore, and it had this, and they just like straight away went to the manga section, you know.
Yeah,
and they're like one of them's 18, I think the other's like around 15. They just instantly went to the manga section. It just and I was surprised at how many books there were in the manga section of this. I can't even think of the name of the bookstore.
Hey man,
it's some sort of chain store, and
I don't know. Maybe TJ can verify this, but because I know here in the States that section that we get, that's maybe 1/10 of the amount of books that are out in Japan. You know,
TJ, there's a lot more content in Japan that the U.S. never receives because you have to translate it for the U.S. market because we don't speak Japanese.
Yeah, we're gonna get the fishing manga. You know, it is just about somebody like
there
fishing.
Is manga for anything you can think of,
Yeah.
and if you didn't think of it, there's one for that too.
Yeah,
there's literally manga for fishing.
There's manga for sports, for activities, for house mothers, for house husbands, for people that like to samurai things up. Sky's the limit with them.
They're even cowboy western mangas. I could you not, man.
There is a Star Wars manga.
There you go. I mean, they're those manga under the sun for just, like I said, just for
just don't call it manga. I'm looking at you, Tech.
Yeah,
I like the Australian pronunciation, manger.
Manger.
Yeah.
Manger Z.
That's the problem with the English pronunciation.
Yeah, we suck at it.
Spanish vowel system is the easiest way to pronounce Japanese.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah, so yeah. I mean, well, the thing is Japan doesn't have its own comic code authority because Japan tends to be, when it comes to rules, Japan is like rules on top of rules on top of rules on top of rules. Because I just watched one video.
There is the preferred way to do everything, and if you don't do it that way, everybody tells you.
Oh yeah, you'll be struck down
as politely as possible, and you'll feel ashamed.
Yeah, pretty quick, really quick. Basically, your ass is not supposed to stand out. You know,
which is ironic because there's plenty of foreigners that go over there and they stand out.
Yeah, like a muffle.
Society is like 98% Japanese.
But but there's like within that kawaii youth subculture, there is quite a bit of creativity in how some of the young people dress.
Well, definitely the young. Go ahead, Tech.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Sorry. No, go ahead.
I mean, the young people definitely want to deviate from it because Japanese culture can be very, controlling from elder generations. So there's always this pressure to conform, right?
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, for a lot of things going on over there, people rebel for a while, but most of them eventually conform.
Yeah.
So even though they may have a period of 10, 15 years where they can do that,
mm-hmm.
they eventually conform to their society. Now,
Yeah,
there's always
maybe.
outcasts anywhere you go.
Yeah, maybe I'm thinking maybe more of the college age people and maybe some of the like high schoolers or something.
Junior high through college, you have that little bit of freedom, basically.
Yeah. I mean, those ages I can understand. So, because I guess elders are like, okay, you're X age, we're gonna give you a little bit of leeway. Once you hit this age, you're gonna conform. We're gonna bring the hammer down in your head, basically.
So, there you go with a hammer again.
I mean, just bike.
His hammer on people's heads. I don't know if we can. We might have to change this to like adult only or something if you keep it up.
No, I'm gonna throw a shit at you. You know.
I'm just going to express a little bit of comparison here. Over in Europe, a vast majority of the population have at least 4 weeks of vacation per year,
right?
Plus whatever the federal holidays are. In the United States, we got 2 weeks plus whatever your corporation gives you. A lot of people don't even have any. Over in Japan, you get vacation, but you're ostracized if you use it. So there's, like I said, there's a lot of pressure when you're working in corporate Japan.
Yeah.
I mean, the only time if I can remember correctly, because I've heard what you said, because I've heard that same thing before. I think the only exception is when you're using time to take care of a sick loved one or something, or some kind of business related thing. That's the only time you can use that said vacation time to do other work or to do something.
It sounds like something honorable, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just can't sit there. Oh, I'm going to take this vacation because I want to take a vacation. It has to be something,
I've watched a few videos of foreigners that have worked in Japan, and basically some of the elements of the culture is you got to show up before your boss, you got to leave after your boss. Whether or not you're working on anything important, it's more important that you're there and you're visible.
Yeah, I heard that there could be there's some companies where there's a lot of busy work.
Yeah. Well, in the United States, they want you to be productive. It's completely opposite, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, because basically in Japan, you could be on the clock, goofing off for like 20 minutes, waiting for your boss to leave, but your boss will come and commend you for being in for being physically in the building, and then he takes off, and then you can take off.
Oh, I felt bad. I didn't see it. Well, maybe I shouldn't be highlighting this, but I'd like to apologize to Dario for not saying hello to him earlier. I don't know. For some reason, I didn't see that message. Let's see. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And
so that's
hello to Nefarious. Sure hope I did. Hello, if I didn't already greet you. I'm sorry.
There's just too many people passing, and we were getting distracted with Stu.
What do you think about this comment? The Eisner and
Wally Wood.
Yeah.
I know Eisner. I don't know who Wally Wood is. I know
it's the Eisner Awards. So Mark's saying he wishes that Western comics wouldn't have largely forgotten to conform to the things Eisner and Wally Wood taught. Speaking of conformity, so Mark, you wish they would have conformed. I mean, what did Eisner and Wally Wood teach?
That's what I'm trying to
remember. That could.
I know like I said, I know who Eisner is. I don't know who Wally Wood is. And forgive me if I sound ignorant on the man's name. 22 panels that always work. That's Wally Wood. If you've heard of that, 22 panels.
Huh.
I guess it's the amount of panels per story. Because I see nowadays, I see a lot of comic books that are like eight panels in one page. There's so much information and visual. I want to say visual vomit in your face that you kind of, I know. It's the only thing I can think of.
Kind of graphic today.
I know.
Made manga popular in the USA. That's how we were introduced to it. It's kind of funny because a lot of people, I often say anime, but I guess it's probably anime. It's probably closer. But anyway, it made
unfortunately
manga
that word
popular,
is spoken both ways.
popular in the USA. That's how we were introduced to it. If comics wants to look how they lost the, I think he's talking about the comic book industry, wants to look at how they lost the broadcast business has killed them.
Nah.
Huh.
No.
Interesting.
Well, because I think this is what he means when he means to 22 panels. Is like try to keep the amount of work that you do. You want to share me again, sir?
Huh?
Share my screen. Share my screen again.
Yeah. I was just.
So it usually takes 22 panels.
You only have only 2 panels on that one page.
Yeah. The idea is.
But you're forgiven.
Basically, the idea, from what I'm understanding, is like you don't have to have like 8 panels, 9 panels, or just you can tell if you can tell a story in 6 panels or less, then you're doing pretty well. And I think that's what he means by. Since most of my work, you're not seeing me do, 9, 10 panels in one page or what have you.
So those are the people being turned into statues?
Yes.
Spoiler alert.
Oh no! If I ever somehow win the lottery and get the money, I'm just gonna hire a mega Kai to do the work. I just got.
But you'll still have to do the table boards, and you can send them to do the in betweens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen manuscripts. Usually it's drawn manuscripts, which I find like, oh hey, that's fun. I can do that.
Just let me know you got something selected. I'm not going to zoom in just in case you got some not safe for Wookiee.
No, it's still in the same area.
Oh, okay. It's the folders for that particular book.
Yeah.
So Hollywood was Eisner's background guy. Okay. He was one of the most famous Mad Magazine artists of all time, and he was fast.
Okay.
The West forgot how to be fast, like
mangakas. Mangakai. I can't say.
Mangakas.
TJ, you got a better pronunciation for that than we do?
Japan? Oh.
What was the word?
Mangakai?
Manga. No, it's MANGA.
Manga was KA.
Well, you got manga, and Kai is correct. It's Ka with the long.
Manga Kai?
Yeah.
Okay.
The sound isn't extended with AI. It's IE, basically.
Yeah.
But there's no. Okay, yeah. Oh,
you want to share my screen?
We put an S on there, but there's done a plural in Japanese, right? It's done like an S, like make plurals by adding like an S or something. That's okay. All is forgiven. Japan followed the U.S. lead from the 80s and using TV shows to advert their products like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Unfortunately, these shows, along with anime shows that were becoming popular in the U.S., is what kids grew up with, and that's what became the norm. This wasn't just here. Somebody is I actually think Gat's got some. I think his comic book. Some of his comic books. I like some of the artists he hires. I haven't bought any of them, but I'm trying to think of what his His current one's called Baldmaker. I'm trying to think what his previous one was. He had a couple other ones. And then if you can draw fast, you can put out a 200-page book
that is low price. If circulation is enough, Marvel and DC no longer have the artists and fan base necessary to do that. It's a shame.
Yeah, that's too bad. The thing is, getting that cost down, because I think there's only so many, only a certain niche audience that are going to go for these craft books where you end up where one ends up paying like $90 to $100 or whatever, for like some sort of like high tier. I know that they're not all that way, but like even like $25 is a lot of money
for like 80, 60 pages, give or take. That's what, like I said, that's what I was thinking. Maybe if I ever can, or if I can do it myself, do like a 200-page book and just, be a manga. It's like being a mangaka inspired type book. Read,
So this is I don't have it. I checked out the Work Campaigns stream a couple times recently. I thought they had some entertaining stuff. It seemed like they were kind of focusing more on making comic books and not like. But I also thought that Pan had said that Comicsgate was dead to him. So I don't know. I don't really know what those guys are up to. I wish them the best and a Happy New Year, like I do everybody else.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, yes. Well, I wish the Etsy's a Happy New Year as well. Because this is a stream about forgiveness. This is probably an Etsy mentioning WC in the chat. If so, I'll just say Triangle Man. Tell Triangle Man like Stu, I also forgive him. Let the healing begin. Let it happen. Yeah. There's some, word that I'm not going to say on here, and then.
Yeah.
Oh, so. Yeah. Oh, and Happy New Year, yes. And Happy New Year to the Etsy's. Oh, and Mark likes CVS. Yeah, I'm not a big fan, but the thing is, I wish him a Happy New Year as well.
Yeah,
I actually did. Like, he's got me blocked. CVS does, but I did wish Ethan Van Sciver a Happy New Year in a thread that I knew he was following. And for whatever reason, I don't know if it had to do that or not, another thread, or if he just decided to. He unblocked me briefly and then he ended up blocking me again. And so that's okay. That is what it is.
Yeah.
I actually thought those Salamandroid figure looked kind of cool. But I didn't back it. I don't know if you ever saw that, Daniel.
Saw what?
Some people. There was a Salamandroid figure.
Probably not. I just I kind of once EBS just kind of went the other way. I was just okay. Well, never mind.
Yeah.
I'm no harm, no foul. I'll just go my way. So I'm not gonna sit here.
I understand. Yeah, I just saw some friends posting about it as all.
Yeah, there's no point for me to sit there and badmouth people.
Yeah.
I don't want to care. It's not my thing. I don't want to sit here.
That's okay. That's okay. I forgive you. Oh no. But yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. The different business models, and right now manga is just really.
Yeah, it's really killing it right now.
Yeah, it's kind of funny though because it seems like there are these people they complain about politically correct comic books, and there's the people who like them. I think it's cool the manga model where they have just something for everyone. I don't mind if people want to buy books that are politically correct. Just as long as it can coexist with books that are politically incorrect. And
There should be no censorship with books.
Yeah.
In my opinion,
they should have all sorts of opinions and topics and whatever.
I won't get into the three
Yeah.
stories that I have about people trying to censoring books in my past.
Oh yeah, okay.
I won't get into it.
Yeah, that could be for the best, especially if it's like a sore point or something. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of censorship because somebody tries to censor someone else and then they end up getting censored,
I know.
And it happens a lot, yeah.
Yeah, it's weird seeing these people just like they do all this stuff and then they end up getting, burn themselves. Like,
yeah, and I see that. And I see this on all sides of the political spectrum. I see this, I see this happens in all sorts of different, mediums, and genres. Would it be medium? No, it'd be media, I guess, not mediums. Anyway, let's see. Well, thanks. You have a good night too, Giaz. Any books always have ultimate freedom of expression. Well, yeah. There are situations where someone they might not be able to publish with a particular indie company, but they might find some sort of alternative avenue, especially with crowdfunding. And I know that was it back in the 90s where people would just make their own zines, use a copy machine. There's all sorts of things that people can do.
Yeah,
it might be just one's imagination that's
yeah.
I guess that would be the only limit. If somebody has something really ambitious, let's say they want to have a hardcover book and they want to have hundreds of pages or there could be some
like I said,
difficult to do, but
that's what I was kind of debating on how on what I want to do. But the thing is that it takes money to make any kind of book and because I was thinking, well, maybe instead of trying to do comics, maybe I could just try to do something manga. But the thing is you know what? If I'm gonna do that, I might as well actually pay an actual manga artist to do it. It's I could just draw him stuff, give it to him, let him have his way with it. Just as long as it stays a story. But he's yeah, that's gonna require money, sir.
But not an electric hammer, right?
I knew he was gonna hit me back with that one. I walked right into it.
I'm sorry, I can't help it.
You're good, man. I knew I walked into that one.
I actually missed it. I had to step out I had to use the facilities quickly.
No, I was talking about
drinking some beer earlier.
Distributing stuff. Instead of doing my comics as regular comics, do it as mangas and hire an actual manga person.
Yeah. What'd you end up walking into?
His joke about hammers.
Oh, again. There was also a Hammer horror company that they did a lot of, some of the same sorts of themes that Universal did, Universal horror, but from quite a different approach to making their films, though. Of course, there's Hammer horror. Hammer was in color. from what I recall, they were like they did the color movies and said, Universal was what that back in the 30s, I think, or did they keep on going to the 50s?
Yeah.
I'm getting a little bit tired.
I was about to say, she's like, yeah, we're running out of content here.
Well,
I think we've had a lot of content. It's
Mhm.
just not necessarily a lot of energy. I mean, because there's constantly different ideas coming up. People are coming up with in the chat. It's just White Zombie liner art had a nice old zine fill. I'll have to check that out. Well, I think we should probably wrap things up.
All right.
But where can we find you guys?
All right, you can find me on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, at the Tech Corner, and you could also find me on Picardo at /the Tech Corner.
You can put those links in the chat if you want.
Oh no, I'm pretty sure. I don't think I'm that hard to find. That's literally why I thought of it that way. The Tech Corner. It shouldn't be too hard to find. I think. I say that.
Okay, is that it?
Yeah, I don't think TJ has anything.
TJ?
Nah, no worries. I'm just here for commentary and laughs.
What can we offer you for your dilithium? And what's the answer? We want
a strawberry?
Shrubbery.
Oh, okay, that's it.
He finally noticed.
Yeah, I finally noticed.
Have a great night.
You
too. And I'm your host, Lorenzo Sleestack. You can find me here on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook is what we what do they call it? Is simulcast or multicast or whatever too.
Quadruplecast.
But the YouTube is the one I think that gets the most viewers. And the most active chat. And you can also find me on Twitter and Minds and a few other places. But have an excellent night, everybody, and thanks for watching. And once again, if you like the show, you can press like. If you don't like, you can downvote it. Either way is fine. But you can feel free to share out the link for the replay if you want. I think we had an entertaining show.
Mm-hmm.
And even if you hate the show, you might want to share it out,
You're awesome, Lorenzo.
Huh?
You're awesome.
You're awesome.
Be the best you can be.
Yeah. And
even with our pesky humans.
Have an excellent night, everybody.
Bye, guys.